Need your body on mine, fighting all my feelings tonight. I've been lost inside the waves, I've been caught in the smoke, lie awake losing myself for you. All the words I couldn't sell, I'm letting them go. Take my heart, burning deep, we're caught up in the flames. Take my hand, take my days, pull me close and we can hide away, hide away. Hide away. Feel you in my veins, tell me you can stay. Hide away. Hide away. We can hide away. Take my heart, keep it safe, burning deep, we're caught up in the flames. Take my hand, take my days, pull me close and we can hide away. I've been lost inside the waves, I've been caught in the smoke, lie awake losing myself for you. All the words I couldn't say, now I'm letting them go. Sleepless keeps me up late at night, reaching, left our hearts intertwined. I've been lost inside the waves, I've been caught in the smoke, lie awake losing myself for you. All the words I couldn't say, now I'm letting them go. Take my heart, keep it safe, burning deep, we're caught up in the flames. Take my hand, take my days, pull me close and we can hide away, hide away. We can take my heart, keep it safe, burning deep, we're caught up in the flames. Take my hand, take my days, pull me close and we can hide away, hide away.
I've been known to miss a red flag. I've been known to put my lover on a pedestal. In the end, those things just don't last. And it's time I take my rose-colored glasses off. I already know your tape, tell me the things I like. Trying to make me your slave, taking me for her way. I already know your tape, you can play your cards right. Don't you know I could do this dance on, dance on, dance on, dance on, dance on, dance on.
Yo, 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 yo.
Was a time when that shit might have worked. Was a time when I just threw a match and let it burn. Now I'm grown, I know what I deserve. I still like that, doing the lessons I already learned. I already know your tape, tell me the things I like. Trying to make me your slave, taking me for her way. I already know your tape, you can play your cards right. Don't you know I could do this dance on, dance on. Oh, what you doing? Don't know who you think that you're confusing. I'd be like, oh, it's amusing.
Hey, anyone hear me?
You think I'm gonna
I don't know why, but Twitch completely glitched. Give me a second.
what you're doing.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How are you guys? How is it going? New live stream. How are you? Have you checked my new song Favorito or what? It's the one that you're hearing right now. It came out yesterday. You know you are on the right path to success. I hope so. My bro absolutely loves your song. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, this is my new song Favorito. If you didn't check it, you could go and check it. Check this build up. I really love the build up I made.
No me hace un ratito, contigo todo es una chimba. Por las otras no te tenía.
So guys, if you didn't check it yet, this is my new song Favorito. It came out yesterday and it's going really good on Spotify. It's doing really good. What do you think about it? What do you think? Do you like it? Are you playing it on repeat non-stop? Or what? So well guys, wait, this song's already got played. Let's go here. So what? I want to know your thoughts on it. Let me know. In my opinion, I think it's a pretty good track. I mean, if it's short and so, I think it's a track that can work so well in the club because it's energy non-stop. You have the rhythm all the time. Actually, the break is only 8 bars. Just 8 bars of a breakdown. Is super short, but I think it works so well. And I really love the melody and the vibe. So, well, that's why I decided to release it, basically. So yeah, not a lot of people today. I expected that, you know, because in the end today is Saturday. I didn't clarify if it's feedback or what, but never mind. I'm gonna be here with my most streamed song this summer. Thank you so much. I hope to release more music this summer. In theory, there's at least one song coming out this summer. This is my Major Lazer remix. Still don't know when. I think neither Ski or know it yet. But it is to release it this summer. So I hope they release it maybe at the end of June. Something like this would be really nice. Maybe for Tomorrowland, that would be really nice, to be honest. Before Tomorrowland would be nice. Maybe, I don't know, it's a famous song, it's a trendy genre. Maybe if it gets released before Tomorrowland, some people could play it at Tomorrowland. That would be crazy. Anyway, even if it doesn't get released, I'm gonna send it to the top tier DJs to see if maybe have any chance of getting support before it gets released, you know. Miami intro will be nice too. What Miami intro? Are you also DJ? If you're asking in terms of like going to clubs to play and so, not really, because I don't do it. Not because I don't want to, but because I didn't really focus on that, at least yet, you know. So, not really. What I would love to do is a rave cafe, you know, where those parties that are during the morning or midday, in cafes or in bakeries or so. I would love to do that. I think it's so funny, but you need people that 100% goes, and you need people that is gonna be really hyped for it, or is gonna be really into it, you know, not people that is gonna be just taking a coffee chilling. No, otherwise it's not funny. Why is it your last live stream? I explained last on. Are you providing feedback to music? Maybe yes. Just come to a live stream and we'll see what we do. On Wednesday I did a live stream, a feedback live stream, and I explained it. There are several reasons for this. Do you hear me well, or is it a bit quiet, the volume? There are several reasons for this. People on Instagram, come to Twitch or YouTube. I'm gonna end this live stream really soon, so. One reason I cannot really explain it. Another reason is because this summer I'm gonna be really. I'm attending 3 festivals. I'm traveling. I'm gonna be really busy in general, so I'm not gonna be able to deliver the 4 live streams a month. But also, if I do it, maybe it's gonna be a bit in a rush, or because of doing the live streams, I'm not gonna be able to work in music or making videos. So I think it's good to maybe don't make the live streams, so this way I can spend time on music and creating content. That is what I really want, you know, especially music. This year I wanted to go all in with music. So far I've released 4 songs, 3 on Spotify, 1 not official remix, which I think is pretty good. I would love to have released already another one, but I'm waiting for labels. Sometimes it takes a lot of time for that. Maybe today we can talk a bit about how to send to labels, how to deal with all of that, you know. Maybe it's interesting for you. And also this is another reason, because I want to focus more on music, you know. So it's gonna be the last live stream at least until September. So June, July and August, no live streams. Does this mean in September I'm gonna come back? To be honest, I don't know. I think it's gonna depend a little bit on how comfortable I am with what I'm doing, if I have time, if not, if it really goes as I want to, or as I expect to, or as I would love to, probably don't come back, because I'm gonna be too busy making music for me, for other people, and maybe, who knows, maybe DJing, I don't know. But yeah, at least until September I'm not gonna make more live streams. Maybe one day I say, okay, I have time, let's do a live stream, maybe let's do a DJ set, maybe let's do, I don't know, just a live stream feedback or production, or it's like, okay, I have to mix a song for somebody, let's do it live, so maybe also you can watch it and learn, maybe. But in theory I'm not gonna do any live streams during this summer. So yeah, this is the last one. And I want to know, what do you want to do in this last live stream? Just talk, Q&A, maybe me giving some tips to you on production, but maybe also on getting music signed, all of this. Do you want maybe to, I don't know, whatever you say. Is perfect. Going to festivals like as attendee or performer? Attendant. I'm going to Defcon 1, to Tomorrowland, Medusa, that is a Spanish one. Another festival that probably you don't know is not electronic. I have a trip with my friends. So yeah, a lot of things this summer. Actually, next week also I'm going to Madrid to a concert. How do I provide my track link for feedback? I don't know if I'm gonna do feedback. Right now I'm just talking with you, and we will see what we do during this live stream. Okay? Keen to hear live mastering session. I think I've done at least once. Will you be back? I don't know. If I come back, will be from September, you know, but I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not sure. People on Instagram, I'm waiting for you on Twitch and YouTube. This live stream on Instagram is gonna end, so come here. Do you think FL Studio is the best DAW? For me, is my best DAW, or the DAW that works the best for me. Does that mean it's the best? No, but others are also not the best. Do you want to perform on Tomorrowland? Of course. I would love to. Can you put me in the lineup? Love your new track, by the way. How long have you been making music? Thank you so much. So I've said this several times. To be honest, I don't really know what's the right answer for that, because when I started making music, it was like downloaded FL Studio, played with it 2-3 times, maybe in a year. Then I started playing it like once a month, something like this. So I don't really consider that really making music, you know. But anyway, if we count from that moment, I think it's 11-12 years. The first song I made is from 11 years ago. Actually, I made a video on Instagram and TikTok about that, you know, showing you the evolution with one song of every year. And it was 11 years ago. Do you DJ much? Nope. So yeah, in 11 years, the first maybe 4 years, of course, I thought at that moment it was really going hard with it, but no. I was studying. I didn't have that much time. I wanted to go out with friends, to all of that, you know. So I wasn't really focusing that much. And in 2019 is when actually I started making regular videos on YouTube. It's when I started focusing a lot more on music. And I really saw the quality of my music evolve so fast. Who inspired you to start making music? To be honest, I mean, usually on my daily life, you know, the genre I listen the most probably is rap. So I always had that thought of how rappers make those beats, you know. But I think I really started like thinking about this when, well, there was a moment when I heard one friend play to me Spaceman by Harwell, and I really loved that track. At the moment, for me, it was something completely different. I never heard that kind of music, so I really like it. And I started listening to the Harwell on air at that moment, you know. So one day I said, how people do these things? I thought it was like the Deadmau5 studio, like they have crazy synth with 1,000 cables. I thought that was the only way to make electronic music, you know. So I realized that you could do it with FL Studio, with your computer at your house. So I said, why not trying? And I tried. I mean, are you actually going to perform? No. So yeah, maybe Harwell, we could say. But in the end, every year I would say I have one artist that I'm more focused and inspires me. So inspiration never stops, you know. The inspiration that comes to you never stops, in my opinion. You discover a new artist, and that artist inspires you to make new music, to make a new style, to get a new sound, to evolve, you know. So, but yeah, maybe we could say Harwell because the one of this niche of EDM that I started like listening to it a lot. Why the last stream? I think I'm gonna say this 1,000 times today, but well, never mind. long story short, I'm not gonna have time this summer. I want to focus on music. This takes a lot of time. I want to focus also on making videos. I think, to be honest, I think my YouTube videos, the quality of them or the concepts and so, I think is still good. Of course, there are maybe some that are not that good or so, but in general, I think I didn't reduce the quality of them, you know. But maybe there are some videos that I want to do or so, but maybe I don't have that much time, so I don't make them. And maybe this summer is gonna be difficult. As I said, I'm not gonna have that much time, but maybe if I don't make the live streams, I have a bit more time to make those videos, you know, so I can improve a bit the videos on YouTube. Hello Royal, Space Mine is what got me hooked to EDM as well, a legendary track. Yeah, I mean in Spain at that moment, this kind of EDM music wasn't a thing, you know. People was listening to dance, but dance like inna, you know, this kind of music, more radio dance thing. These kind of things like Mr. Saxo beat and all these kind of things, you know, but not really EDM music. So one friend put me that, and it was like, what the fuck is this, you know, that sound, and I really loved it. So then I started like every week listening to Hardware on Air, listening to the old Hardware on Air. Actually, I don't know where he was uploading them, but I think on YouTube the first Hardware on Air is like the 40 or 50, and I couldn't listen to the previous ones, and I was like, fuck, where can I find them, you know? For me, it was Avicii, Martin Garrix. Hey, Wildcrow, how you doing? Well, yes. What's our hello, RC? Also, all the festivals you're going to, yes. Starting next week, well, I've already gone to one festival and 2 concerts this year, but then next week a concert. The following one a concert, but this one is next to my town. And then Defcon 1 at the end of the month. And actually, maybe if you are, depending on where you live, maybe you're more used to that, you know. But I'm from Spain, especially in summer. Maybe after summer and before summer they start a bit earlier, but especially in summer, festivals start maybe at 6 p.m. Some of them even 7 p.m. Why? Because you cannot have a festival, somebody playing at 3 p.m. The DJ or the band is gonna die, the crowd is gonna die, you know. You cannot make festival at those hours. But I'm going to Defcon 1 and it starts at 11 a.m. 11 in the morning. Man, I'm gonna be with the fucking croissant and the coffee, but listening to boom, 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 you know, like me, the coffee, the croissant, and the background. I mean, it's like, what the fuck, 11 a.m., 11 in the morning. It's crazy. For me, it's super, like, shocking, you know? It's not something normal for me, at least. Any one of you are going to Defcon 1? Would be nice to meet anybody there. I don't know how many people of my followers go to Defcon 1. Maybe I have more chances on Tomorrowland of meeting you. What are your thoughts on using AI in music? I don't think it's bad. Hello, Fada Siet. I don't think AI is bad on music. It can help a lot. For example, there are songs, for example, my song Illusion is a cover of Dua Lipa, okay? To get a cover, you need somebody to sing on it. But I didn't want to spend money on a singer, I didn't want to wait more, so what I decided to do is upload the vocal to Audimi. And Audimi converted to a singer I wanted, okay? So that's AI. And I think that helps a lot. Also, for example, I think AI, well, you have a lot of different ways of AI, you know. There are plugins that can master or listen to your song and use AI. Some of them say AR, but maybe it's not really AI. But it can help you also, for example, to make artworks. It can help you also to these kind of things like you convert a sound, for example, a vocal to a trumpet. That also can help us a lot. Maybe also to inspire, like, I don't know how to continue a song. Boom, you upload it to Suno. Hey, continue this. And maybe it gives you some ideas, you know, some inspiration. So I'm not against using AI. And also because, for example, people say, no, but you can make a song with AI. Sorry, and they sound so good. Well, at the moment, they don't really sound that good. But probably it's like videos. Have you seen the Veo 3 of Google? It's crazy, the videos it makes. Probably in 2-3 years, music with AI is going to be crazy. Soon it's going to be crazy. But I don't care that somebody makes music with that and even uploads it to Spotify. I don't care, okay? I mean, for example, let's say that person makes electronic music in my same style. Okay, but there's artists that also are my competence. How? Yeah, competence. You know, like we both fight for the streams and so. So I don't care if it's another person, if it's somebody using AI. In the end, it's the same thing. It's a song that fights for spots on plays and so against my song. So I don't really care if it's AI or not. The thing is, even if you like somebody that uses AI, an AI artist, and you like so much that artist, you're not gonna be able to see that artist perform live because that artist doesn't make the music. So I don't really care. I don't think it's bad. It's just gonna be more music, but who cares, you know? For me, Geometry Dash was the reason why I got to the EDM. Will you be going to ADE this year? Probably not. If you've never gone to ADE, I highly recommend you to go to ADE. Okay, ADE is so good. You need to live it once at least. I think you can make a lot of contacts. You can meet a lot of people that you know online. If you start moving yourself, like start preparing things, you can even perform there, you know. For example, last year I decided to talk with labels, talk with friends and I played at 3 or 4 places. So it's nice, it's fun, and you meet friends and you make new friends, and that's really cool. But it's really expensive. And in the last years it got even more expensive because Amsterdam is an expensive city. Everything is getting super expensive lately in the entire world. So it's super expensive to go there, you know. So if I don't have a real big reason to go to ADE, like for example, let's dream, you know. I won the Hardware Remix competition. Let's say they decide to release it, and for any reason, maybe I got more songs unrevealed, and in any way I can meet Hardware or Hardware wants to meet me or whatever. I would go to ADE, of course. That's a big reason to go to ADE and spend that money. But right now I don't have any big reason apart from just going and meeting the people that I already met and being in some spot to make people see me, you know, if you understand what I mean. But apart from that, not really a big reason, at least for now. So I prefer to save that money and maybe spend it in other things, like going to more festivals. I'm a festival addict. That's the truth. I love festivals, and I have a lot of friends that already don't want to go to more festivals, and so they just passed that era, that moment. Man, I'm happy in festivals. I love being there. I'm really happy. I don't care the festival. I've gone to a lot of different festivals, you know, rock ones, exclusively rap festivals, electronic festivals. I don't care. If I like the music, I like being in a festival, you know. People is always happy. I prefer going to one festival every 4 months than going to a normal club every week. 1,000 times more. Hola Josben, ¿cómo estás? Al final has podido venir. Gotta be honest to you, for me it's normal to constantly listening to Hard and Rostow. Sadly I won't be at DEFCON 1. I guess you say that because of 11 AM. Yeah, for me also, but maybe I wake up at 9 AM and 2 hours later I'm listening to Rostow and being at the festival, loud music and so. In Spain, as I said, festivals, especially in summer, start at 6-7 PM. 7 in the afternoon, you know. The new DEFCON 1 anthem by Vertile gets a lot of hate. I really like it. It got hate? I think it's a really good one. Let's play it. Vertile, how was it? Where Legends Rise. I'm gonna share the screen. People on okay, nobody on Instagram. Fuck you. I was going to say to come to live stream. Okay, let me have here the live. And let me move this here. Give me a second. Okay. You can see this. You can see this. Okay, you can see everything. Okay, sharing the screen with you. Yo nunca he ido a un festival. Ver a un DJ no se me hace tan interesante como ver a un cantante en grupo, ¿sabes? No es para nada, solo es mi preferencia. Pero quiero decir, hay festivales donde puedes ver a grupos. Es lo que digo. Yo al festival que más he seguido en mi vida... Bueno, ahora a lo mejor está empatado con el Medusa, que es de electrónica, pero el festival que más he seguido en mi vida es de rock y rap. Y son artistas. People complain about it not being an anthem, but I like it too. Saludos de México. Hola, Christopher. Okay, let me see. Wait. More like, okay. This is nice. Me, the chat. Okay, the screen. The screen, okay. This border, this border, this border, this border. Email, SoundCloud, YouTube. Okay, you can see everything. Yeah, you can see everything. No personal things. No, fuck. Okay. Let's listen to the Vertile song. Wait, I need to turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. Okay, let's listen.
DEFCON 1. We carve our path. We come alive. This is where legends rise. This is where
Have you fucking seen this? I mean, what the fuck?
legend
What I love about DEFCON and well, I hope this year the stage is gonna be smaller for sure, because this was 15 years anniversary. But I hope they don't make it super small. But what I love is how they make the lights, the fireworks, and the music work together. It's crazy.
rise.
A moment never lasts forever, but we live for the memories. Changes only make us better.
Oscar, muchas gracias por suscribirte a Twitch.
Somewhere where the light falls. Can this moment stay forever? 'Cause I get lost in the memories.
Didn't know he was releasing an album.
To get there. Somewhere where the light falls.
This is where legends rise.
I guess people say that it's not an anthem because it doesn't have the common choirs. You know, for example, last year, DEFCON Anthem 2024. It was by Sunrush. Common voices like this, like choirs. No, there's this.
The tribe.
These vocals before the drop.
Of
The tribe. And the breaks are like. strings, voices.
Amplify our
I guess people say it's not an anthem, the Virtual One, because of this, because it doesn't have these parts. But I mean, he made it in his style. In the end, you need to make an anthem, but keeping your style, you know. And what other anthems don't have is the own artist singing on it, you know, and like beautiful voice Verta has. By the way, guys, if you didn't check it yet, my new song Favorito came out. It's out everywhere. You can go and stream it, and actually, it's going really good on Spotify. It's doing really good. Do you want me to talk a bit about promotion and how I promote my things and so? The melody is so amateurish. Last Livestream, yep. Va a ser el último directo por lo menos hasta septiembre. En septiembre, pues ya veremos. Después de 5 años, tocaba parar. That, guys, I've been 5 years making live streams. 5 years. I mean, it's not been 2 months, you know? 5 years making live streams. Basically, non-stopping. So... Do you want me to talk a little bit about how to promote music? Do you think that that's good? I mean, in today's live stream, I want to be more like this, you know? Checking things with you, maybe giving some tips, things like this. Maybe I show an idea. If you really support the live stream, maybe show an idea. But I want you to talk with me. Otherwise, the live stream is not going to be good. There's a lot of latency today. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna talk about promotion. Okay, so let me check. I don't know if I already have the right stats for today, like the playlist that got me, the streams and so. I think not. No, actually it's glitching. Like I checked the playlist and it gives me I don't see the artworks. No. Well, the song so far. Wait, let me update it. It's a second day, okay, not 2 days completely, but the song has right now 2,263 streams. Okay, which is not bad. Okay, it's not crazy, but you need to think that I'm not Martin Garrix. I'm not releasing in a huge label like Armada or something like this, okay? Chapter 8 has good playlists, but also depends on the style of the song, if it can fit in more or less playlist and all of this, you know? Damn, my hair is so bad today. But there's something I tell always to my Patreon members. Remember that on my Patreon members I share specific tips that I don't share, exclusive tips that I don't share anywhere else, usually. Okay? But there's something I always tell my Patreon members, and basically I tell everybody, that is that it doesn't matter where you release, okay? It doesn't matter if it's a self-release, if it's a small label, medium label, big label, if it's on Universal Music, it doesn't matter at all. You need to promote your songs, okay? Tu tema está durísimo, me encantó la vocal. ¿Me lo dices a mí o a NC? Okay, you need to promote your music. Why? Let's think it like this. Let's say you're releasing a label, and that label can give you 50,000 streams. That's good. But with your promotion, with what you do, you can get 10,000. Okay? So you self-release a song, and you make your promotion, and you get 10,000 streams. Nice. So now you release with the label, and you say, I'm not going to do promotion. I'm going to get 50,000 because of the label. Why do you want 50,000 and not 60,000? If you can get that 10 extra, why not getting the 60,000 instead of 50? You know? Why wouldn't you take advantage of your own promotion and get that 10 extra thousand streams? I mean, it doesn't make sense, you know? Also, you need to think that if you release one song a week, okay. But if you don't release that many songs, and maybe once a month, one every 2 months, every 3 months, or even less, if you release a song and you don't give promotion to it, you don't work on the promotion, you're like, it's the same like if you take the song and you delete it and you never release it. It's the same. Because why do you release the song if you're not going to work on the promotion? Nobody's going to listen to it because you didn't work on the promotion. So why do you release it? Why do you take the effort of releasing the song, making an artwork, or getting to a label and so, if you're not going to give promotion to it? For that, you just can delete it and keep it by yourself. It's the same thing. You know, you need to work on promotion. It doesn't matter where you release. I don't care where I release. Even when I release with Suave, I don't release with Suave anymore because I don't make that style. But Suave have really good playlists, really good ones. And even with that, I promote my song. Okay? Because it's what they say. If you can get 10,000 extra streams, because why do you want them? I want them if I can get them, you know? A ti, Wildcrow. Muchas gracias, Josben. What are your thoughts on paying to get on Spotify playlist? We're gonna get into that, you know? Okay, so now we know that we need to promote the songs. Every song that we release, we need to promote it as much as possible. Okay? So I think you need to promote it in 3 ways. Socials, playlist or Spotify, and DJs. Of course, if you don't make electronic music, DJs doesn't really count, you know? But a los artistas más gracias hacen promo en sus temas. Con más razón debemos hacerlo nosotros. Exacto. For socials, well, I have papers like this with a lot of ideas for videos and so, okay? So, I don't know if I already throw it. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't have that paper anymore. Well, never mind. I had a paper like this one with a lot of ideas for Favorito. You know, a lot of ideas. I could make videos. ¿Está vestida? Estoy en directo, Un poco. So, I had like 8 or 10 ideas for videos to promote Favorito. Where I get those ideas? From all the ideas I already made, but also I check socials, you know, and I check what all artists are doing, what people in general is doing to promote the music. Maybe even if it's not an artist, maybe I see a video that can give me inspiration to promote the song, you know. So for example, with Bad Bunny Remix, I made a video that I was saying that I found a USB on the metro, on the subway, that there was nobody and it was there, you know, and I was scared, and I plugged it in my computer, but I was scared of virus, you know, and it had a secret folder, and that secret folder had my Bad Bunny Remix, you know. So I got that idea because I found one random girl that did something like this, but it was not for music. She just did that and didn't even show the screen or what it was, and didn't have a part 2. So she said, why not making this for a video, you know? And that video actually on Instagram I think didn't work that well, but on TikTok worked pretty well. I have videos like, okay, for example, now quite trendy is, I think I got the perfect song for Harwell USB, you know? So I get those ideas and I made those ideas. Where I record them? I think, for example, this for Favorito I recorded in the sofa, in my car. Here in the studio I recorded several ones. There's one that I like a lot that I'm using also as an ad. That maybe you saw it from the top of the studio. So I record all those videos, and then edit them and schedule them to release them across 3 weeks usually. You know, the same week, and then the 2 more or 3 more. I don't really like promoting songs a lot earlier before releasing them, because it's like, okay, let's say you make a video, you're gonna release a song in July, so now today you upload the video 1 month ago. Let's say that video gets viral. You're not gonna get that people in 1 month to go and listen to the song. Unless you really make that song go super viral, and then you make 2 or 3 more videos during June that get super viral, and so unless you really can achieve that, this is really difficult. You're not gonna make people in July to go and listen to your song. So I prefer to just maybe that week upload one video before, one reels before, so in case it kind of gets viral, the release is really soon, you know. So maybe when it's already getting viral, the song is already out. But yeah, and just do it. If you don't do it, you're not gonna get anywhere. No, but I'm scared. I don't want to record myself. I don't want to blah blah. Find other ways. Find other ways. I don't know. There are several ways that you can do it. Use AI. For example, I've seen some AI videos of Tung 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 Sagur and just a grandma thing, like people like this. Well, things like this that are like reviewing tracks, and it's full AI videos. I don't know if I have any saved or something. I think no. So you can use something like this also to promote your songs, you know. Grandma song review, maybe. AI. Tung Sagur song React. No, I cannot find it. Never mind. Oh wait, I think I know where I have it. No, I don't have it. Never mind. But you need to do it, guys. Otherwise, your song is gonna die and it's gonna be useless to release it. Okay? So artista grande. Thank you, Mark. Wildcrow, tralala, bombardino crocodilo. Okay, so now you make the videos, you prepare the videos, and you start releasing the videos, you know, uploading the videos. Okay, I also recommend you to run some Facebook ads. Okay, I say Facebook ads, but only run them on Instagram. Okay, for example, right now I have 11 videos going on. Basically, no, 9 videos going on. Basically, are 5 videos. Okay, but 4 of them have 2 versions, with the first drop and the second drop. Okay, I'm not really gonna focus on that much on how you need to run ads on Facebook and so on, or the settings and all of this, but I recommend you to have the same price for all of them, and in 2, 3, 4 days check which one has the lower price, the lower cost, you know. So then promote that one a lot. You need to do this since the first day, because the first day and the first week are the most important for Spotify. Okay, so do it the first day. Maybe prepare the video, the ads before, and when the song gets out, boom, you upload the link and you promote it. I recommend you using Submit links or Toneden links to really know if it's working or not, if people is going to Spotify. But I think it's needed. If you don't have that much budget, maybe don't do this one and spend the budget on playlist. What who is it? Who was Wetter? Wetter is asking to pay to be in a Spotify playlist. Okay, what I don't recommend you doing is paying, like going to a playlist curator. Hey, how much to be in your playlist? 100 euros. Boom, here you have them. Put me in your place. No, don't do it like this. Don't do it like this. And I'm saying it from both sides, from being a curator and from being an artist. From being an artist, you're gonna spend 10 times, 100 times more money. Okay? And it's not gonna be useful, because what they're gonna charge to be in those playlists is gonna be way more than what you're gonna get from the streams of being in that playlist. Okay, so don't pay like this for playlists. So what can you do using websites? For example, there are a lot: Submit Hub, Playlist Push, Sound Campaign, Groover. I don't know, several ones. The one I recommend you the most from a curator side and also from an artist side is Submit Hub, and this is not sponsored at all. Okay, I tried to sponsor to get to make a sponsorship with them, but they didn't want to. But why I recommend that one? Because with that one, first, they really analyze the playlist before getting there. So if the playlists are fake, they're not gonna be there. When they are there inside the system is pretty good detecting how many streams a playlist is giving to the track and all of this. So it gives a engagement value. The engagement, they have quality and engagement. The important one is engagement. Okay, the quality is basically the quality of that creator, like giving feedback and replying fast, and so you don't care about that. You care about the engagement, and in the engagement, try to get it as high as possible. Check what playlists you can find. Check if it fits in those playlists, you know, and choose a lot of creators. For example, for Favorito, so far I sent it to I think it was 39 curators. Out of those 39. 27 or something like this replied, and 15 or something like this accepted the song. It was the 56% of creators accepted the song. So I'm getting into a lot of playlists, and I do this before it gets out. Usually, if the song gets out on Friday, I do this Monday, Tuesday. Why? Because this way I make sure that on Friday at 9 a.m., I put 9 a.m. because it's when basically the whole world is already in Friday. At 9 a.m., the song gets into all those playlists. Okay? If I do it on Friday, maybe then they don't check it until Monday. So there's 3 days that if they accept it, 3 days that you're not going to be in that playlist. 3 days that you're not getting any streams. And you want, as I said, the more streams possible, the first days. So it's important to do it before. Okay? You're going to spend money, of course, but if you can spend $50, $100 on Submit Hub, probably you're going to get a good amount of streams. Okay? And it's better to spend it there than spending on Facebook ads, for example. If you have more budget, you can spend also on Facebook ads. But if you do it like this, those playlist creators that maybe ask for $100 to get into the playlist are also on Submit Hub or the playlist push and all of those. And it's gonna cost you maybe $2 through that website, you know? So be intelligent, okay? It's way better to do it like this. Alright, so we talk about socials, about Spotify, and the last thing I focus when promoting a song is DJs. The way I do it on DJs, I go to 1001 track list. Maybe I can show you. Okay, I go to 1001 track list, and here you have a lot of track list. All of this, you know. You've seen it? Yeah. All of this. So what you can do is go one by one, listening to see if it fits in your... for example, let's open this one. You open it, you go here, and it's like, okay, you listen and say, my song fits here. Yes. Then check the artist, because maybe it's like, for example, this from a festival. So maybe this artist don't have a radio show or podcast. So this guy, for example, don't have a radio show. The radio show is not his. So you don't care about this. You want somebody that has a weekly or monthly radio show. So this way you have more chances that person plays your track, you know. Then, for example, the song I've released, Favorito, is pretty similar to Cream Style. So this is what I did. I check Cream, an artist. I go here. The last song, always the last song, because maybe if you check this one that is from last year, maybe some people that supported it already not making radio shows. So you're going to lose time. Go to the last one. Boom. Your song fits in all of this. All of this. Boom, 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 boom. So make an Excel sheet. And start adding all of this. Like, okay, I want this one, Kike Serra, Electronic Weekend. Okay, let's check it. I know if it's here. This guy, yes, it's his podcast, you know. He makes a podcast every week. Okay, you go to SoundCloud, and when you're on SoundCloud, you check it. Let's see, doesn't have an email. Shit. You go to Facebook. If in Facebook doesn't have an email, maybe ask through here, or maybe on Instagram, you know. Start taking notes and then start sending it. Also recommend you to send it at least 1 week before. So this way, for example, Favorito right now. It came out yesterday, but already has 6 supports. You know, thanks to this. If you can get a lot of supports before the release day, maybe on the release day, you can be in charts like charts. Daily Newcomer, I think it is. Yeah, Daily Newcomer, but of course, oh shit, I cannot reach 55 in one day, you know, or 23 in one day. Of course not. But you have more chance to be here, and big artists check these charts, you know. So I recommend you to do it as soon as possible, not when the song gets out, you know. So these are the 3 ways I promote my music, and it's not going bad for me. For example, let's check this year. Actually, this year is not going that good because I also use the Spotify promotion campaigns, and this year is not going that good. I don't really know why. But for example, this year I've released Illusion so far in February, March, April, May. In 4 months and a half has 56,000 streams. Okay? Not bad, it's a self-release. I expected more because it's a cover, but well, never mind. Hideaway, it's been 3 months, 46,000. It's going better than Illusion, you know? But for example, Africa got released almost a year ago, 11 months ago actually, 225,000. I mean, way better. Yeah, almost 225,000. Last month, 16,000 streams. You know, and it's a self-release. All the money goes for me. That's good. And he's basically doing these things. This is the strategy I follow for every song I release. La página 1001 tracklist, 1001 tracklist. Siempre se me hace difícil entrar a playlist. A ver, depende del género, pues en la electrónica hay muchas playlists de mucha gente. Entonces, tiene más posibilidades. I recognize you from Skio and seen you in YouTube. Thank you so much. So, Wild, actually this is the last live stream I'm gonna do, at least until September. But you can follow me on YouTube or Instagram that I upload regular videos that can help you make better music and so. So yeah guys, this is how I promote my music. And actually, I've said this to my Patreon members a lot of times, okay? And it's things I share with them usually, and not anywhere else. Well, actually, I've shared this on YouTube in a YouTube video. But yeah, usually share with my Patreon members. I share secret tips about production, promotion, marketing, branding, strategies, all of this. So if you want to become a Patreon member, you can become. Actually, I think there's no spots left on the Pro, or I think maybe 1 spot left on Pro, but there are some spots left in the Basic. Apart from this, you get feedbacks, you get way better than in the live streams. You get sample packs, sound banks, completely for free. Do you make a living from music and doing these things? Yes. ¿Recomiendas hacer YouTube Shorts? Sí. Yo creo que funciona mejor TikTok o Reels, pero ya que lo haces para TikTok y para Reels, súbelo a YouTube Shorts también. ¿Contenido diferente? No. Hay gente que te dice que sí, que no, que tiene que ser distintas cosas en cada... No hay que complicarse tanto la vida. O sea, yo por ejemplo hay vídeos que los subo y sé que va a funcionar mejor en Instagram que en TikTok o al revés. Pero no voy a hacerlos distintos. Sí, hombre. Ni loco. Put some music in the background. Sorry. Sorry. Come on guys, if you have more questions, I like this live stream. If you have more questions, ask me. Production, marketing, promotion, I don't know. Yo suelo hacer TikToks de gameplays con mi música de fondo. En TikTok he visto mucho de eso. No sé si en Instagram funciona. Eso es más pegado. A ver, pero aunque estén de fondo, o sea, ya tiene que hacerse mega viral el vídeo como para que la gente escuche la canción y diga, voy a escucharla, ¿sabes? O voy a preguntar cuál es o cosas así. Eso ya es más jodido, ¿eh? But for example, one person that makes really good, well, to be honest, it's not anything special, but I don't know why. sometimes happens like this. It works for somebody and it doesn't work for the rest of the people, you know. There's one girl that is called Valentina. Demi, a mí no pierdo la fe. Let me see that you don't see anything. Let me see. Okay, Instagram. Official titles. This. Okay, you can see everything, right? Instagram. You can see this. Okay, yeah, you can see this. This girl makes it works for her. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know why. I'm not saying that she makes bad content, you know, but a lot of people makes it like this and it doesn't work for the other people. But the videos go pretty well for her, you know. 40, 50, 40, 40, 625,000, 90,000, 67,000, 200,000, you know, almost 400, 2.2 million. It's crazy and it's so simple. Good luck trying to get this song out of your head. She's in the kitchen, just vibing to it. Super simple.
I smoke a bit and take a hit, dancing to that techno shit.
Just that. Let's take this one.
I got Molly in my system, but the music makes me high. I smoke a bit and take a hit, dancing to that techno shit.
Just that. It's so simple. Nothing special on the content, you know. But it works so well for her. Maybe I can try also to introduce something like this. And it's so simple. It's just you vibing to it. I said nothing really special. There's a lot of people doing this. But for some work, but others don't work. Which means, the genre do you think are worth focusing on in 2025? On the one that you like. That's the genre you need to focus on. Don't follow trends. Maybe adapt trends, but don't follow trends. Nowadays, for example, the genres that are really trendy are Afro House, melodic techno, and tech house is still really strong. But if you don't like them, drum and bass also really, really strong. I think as a pretty girl it's easier to get an Insta hook. Yeah, of course, but for example, she's not, I'm not saying, I'm not going to say she's not pretty, but she is not like the common Instagram girl that gets really big because of how she looks, you know? She's just wearing a big t-shirt and a hat, nothing else. It's not that common girl that maybe has a lot fitter clothes, you know, with I don't know how you say this part of the boobs in English, but it's not like really using her body or her face or you know to get views. In this case, there are artists that do it, and I would do it also if I could, you know, but she's not really doing that. Yo era muy fan de la época de Progressive House y yo la verdad ya no tanto. That tonight she was some boobs. But yeah, I always, when I'm scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, when I see those videos, I save them. You know, I have a folder that is inspiration. I save them, and then when I need to make videos, I take all of those. Look, for example, I have this one. I'm just gonna show you, you know. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos to promote Favorito. Actually more, because I already uploaded 2, but any tools? I use Premiere Pro, and also sometimes I use for shakes or effects like this, especially the shake. I use CapCut, or to remove the background. I also use CapCut for that. But CapCut is shit nowadays. I mean, now they charge for everything. You cannot even export things. I have older versions, so I can keep that, but CapCut is very nice if you pay, but nowadays, I mean, it used to be really nice, and I get the idea of, okay, if you pay, you get extra things, but they started removing, and now you cannot do anything without paying. From the videos I've made for Favorito, I think, for me, this is the one that I like the most. I uploaded actually on TikTok yesterday. It's not performing as I expected, but well, I hope on Instagram it performs better. You see? Yes. Oh wait, you're not listening.
Era mi lugar favorito. Ey ma, no me sale en un ratito. Contigo todo es una chimba. Unas otras no te entendido. Era mi lugar favorito.
I don't know, I think it's a nice video, and I hope it performs as they expect to. You know, not maybe getting super viral, but getting some streams. And when you start making videos, you get into it, then it's easy, you know, you just need the time. Este tema está para romperlo en todos lados. Muchas gracias. Ojalá, ojalá. Sí, de hecho había un sello, no voy a decir cuál, un sello relativamente grande, que estuvieron interesados, pero al final me dijeron que no. ¿Vocales de Splice? Sí, pero la he cambiado. Any reason your TikTok is Spanish only? Yes, because, well, first I upload the same content as on Instagram, so there's no problem with that. But TikTok is geolocated. This means that it's going to show it to the people in your country. So in my country, Spain, people talk Spanish. And actually in Spain, English is pretty bad, you know, people don't really know English. And actually a lot of people on TikTok tells me, when I say, hey, I uploaded this new video, they tell me, yeah, but it's in English and I don't understand it. It's like, I don't have really complex accent and I don't use strange words, no. But yeah, so yeah, it makes more sense to upload it on Spanish. Also because this way, I thought it was the moment to start getting known more in Spain, and maybe this way start getting gigs in Spain. You know, that was the idea. The problem that on TikTok I have 104,000 followers. Okay, 100,000 followers. Only 22% are from Spain. The rest is Latin. I say to make it in Spanish because it's geolocated, but also to get known in Spain, to get gigs and be famous in Spain. And 80% of the people is not from Spain. And it's like, fuck. Love you people from Latam. Os quiero. No, it doesn't only show you to your country, but first it gets shown in your country. Okay, so it makes more sense to make them in the language of your country, because let's say I upload them in English, people of Spain is gonna watch those videos, they're not gonna understand it, or they're not gonna like it because it's not in Spanish, so they're not gonna interact with the video, watch the video, so the video is not gonna go well to then get outside Spain, you know. But if the video is in Spanish and it gets well, and so it can get outside of Spain. The problem is that maybe later people from Germany is not gonna understand it, but never mind. Amo Latam. El Tiltam. ¿Para cuándo viene a tocar por acá? Si ni siquiera toco aquí, ¿cómo voy a ir allí? Actually, there was one day, like 2 years ago or so, somebody from Mexico talked to me because they were making a festival, and they didn't even make the festival. I was a bit scared of that, you know, to be honest. They were going to make a festival. The festival didn't happen yet, and they were already planning the second year of the festival, and they wanted me to be there. So I said, okay, first, who is going to the festival? And I think the biggest one was Dennis Koyu, which is not bad. So I said, okay, talk to me when you start planning all those things. They didn't talk to me, but actually it was like, I don't know, you didn't make the first year, and you're already planning the second one. You want me to be there? That, I don't know, that probably have other people on Mexico that's gonna keep bring more people. I don't know, it was weird. Like, if we recap on the live streams, we've done a lot of things, to be honest. It feels like I only do feedback, but no. I mean, in these live streams, from now to the past, you know, feedbacks. I've done production live streams where, for example, I made the remix of Dua Lipa that then converted into a cover and released it. I made the remix of Major Lazer that won the contest and is getting released. I made the hardware remix that got first winner, and I don't know if it's getting released. I made the Bad Bunny. It was live? I think, yeah, the Bad Bunny remix. That also got released and got number 4 on the Tech House chart of Hyped It, and also number 15 on Globo. The problem that it got deleted, and when I upload again, it couldn't work that well, of course. I've done DJ sets. I played sometimes on Sound Gym. That was fun. I brought a lot of people on interviews. For example, we brought Team Hawks, we brought Black Code, Eleganto, Castion, even oh fuck, why I don't have the name right now. Let's talk with him. Martin Borberg, the king of EDM gospel production. I mean, a lot of good people have been here. Best Broth, I know a lot of people. It's been good. Hice la transición de Progressive House a Tech House a Pop Urbano. Sí. ¿Vino Blackout? Sí. Recuerdo que tenía un internet malísimo y se le cortaba un montón. I mean, I think those live streams are still on YouTube. I know you want it. POV is also live. She's taking my live, my viewers. Let me see who. You see the remix of Actually Rusted didn't work. Dua Lipa. Production challenge. We've done also production challenge. Feedback. Bill with PLV. Castion manager was here. Castion has come 2 times. Oh, Kling. You didn't remember this guy. He was really strong on TikTok. Eleganto, Declane, Team Hawks, Best Broth, Martin Borberg, Distrion, Low Blow, Wild Vibes, Black Coat, Severman, Juisuki. Crazy. A lot of people has come to the live stream. No dices Tren tuve una época en que era muy fan de él. Su Progressive House es algo diferente era. I'm remembering now the first song I sent to you like 2 years ago was so bad. This happens a lot. You listen to music 2 years later and it's like, how was he making that? ¿Qué habrá pasado con Boris? Oh, Boris. Do you guys remember Boris? Like, people started telling me I was copying Boris because of this kind of videos. Wait. Do you know my most famous video? This one. It's like this with this music. Like this with the music, with the text only. So Boris got really big making this, but actually I made this video before knowing who Boris was. Okay, never saw a video of Boris before making this. You know, I mean, he didn't invent this type of videos. But as he got really big with them, but I mean really big, people started telling me that it was copying, and it was like, I didn't copy, but what if I copy him? What's the problem? What's what's the thing? It's like, no, I make live streams. I copy the first person that made the live stream online. You know, but I know he he made started releasing music. He made a song to help somebody, to help some people with a disease or something like this. And then he stopped. Like, for example, MHA really stopped uploading videos, and he got like skyrocketed his YouTube channel. It's crazy. Para mí era el nuevo Avicii. But I don't know what he's making. What happens with electronic music? Well, it happens with everything, you know. The other day I was thinking about this because there's a rock band that I like that is like stopping to perform. Well, they're like dissolving the group, and I thought about a lot of groups that during these years have disappeared. And it happens a lot with electronic music, but the thing with electronic music is a bit more, because in the end you can make music just with your computer. You don't need anything else. Instead, if you make a band, you need a singer, you need to spend a lot of money. You need the instruments, a place to play, and all of this. So you make a bigger investment, so probably you're gonna stay longer, you know. But I know people that maybe, I don't know if you remember Jack and Harry. Jack and Harry were two brothers from United Kingdom, and they instantly, I don't know how, I think even the first song they made, they got into Revealed. But they got into Revealed really, really, really strong. You know, like performing in Revealed ADE, getting all the songs in Revealed, in the main label, you know. They disappeared. And it's like, guys, you are really supported by Revealed, by Harwell. You're really into it. You're really inside the industry. Why do you stop? And it's because maybe these people just decide to... the quality is going bad, right? At the moment, they just do it for fun, and then when they are there, they don't really like it. Or for example, I don't know if you remember two Spanish guys that also released a lot on Revealed, that are Jack and James. They were making like Future Bounds and so. They also stopped making music. They just disappeared, you know. And it's like, you are there. I know you need to make money. I know maybe you want a regular job and so, but I mean, if you try to reach there and you got there, it's because you like making music. So why do you stop when you are there? You know, have a regular job to get the money, but keep making what you're making, you know. I don't know why this happens a lot in electronic music. Well, probably because it's easy to get into it, like in terms of equipment. But it's like, man, a lot of people would love to be where you are, and you just stop making this, you know. And it's not that they change the style, like for example Jonas Aiden, that now he's making pop, is that they completely stop making music. And it's like, it made me think, like, did you really like making music, or it was just because it was trendy, because of you wanted to be a new famous DJ, and just that, you know. What do you mean by your title, last live stream? This is the last live stream, at least until September. ¿Será porque lo consiguieron fácil, no ven el esfuerzo que otros se toman para llegar a ese nivel? Puede ser, o porque maybe because they don't have the motivation, or they don't have a new challenge. You know, there's people that happens. For example, I talk with this Tron a lot about this, and he didn't stop. He's still making music and so, but he got that moment of I don't find this challenging anymore. I don't have, not finding challenging, but I don't have. He didn't have that challenging motivation to keep going up and so, you know. He didn't have that, so he got a bit demotivated, so stopped making music for a while, and so he's still making it, he's still releasing and so, but happened a little bit like this. So maybe happens this, that they got fast, they got big pretty fast, so then they don't have that motivation. Maybe it's this, I don't know, but this is the biggest tip I'm gonna tell you for to make music. If you really want to make it, two tips. The first one is never stop. You never know what's gonna happen. You know, there's people that is 10 years making music, and in the 11 years when they get extremely big. You know, you never know. what song is gonna really push you. But of course, during all these years, you need to eat, you need to pay the bills, you need to pay the rent, you need to live, you need money. Okay, so you have two options. You can have a regular job, 8 hours, you go, you work your 8 hours, and in the afternoon, boom, you spend the 100% on music. Or you can try to find different ways of making money, like I did, from the music. So this way, even if you need to do a lot of things that is not only producing music, at least you are involved about it, you know. For example, I have my playlist. My playlist give me money. The videos, the promotions, the Patreon, all of these, of course, give me money and helps me keep making only this. And of course, when I'm creating the playlist, when I'm giving my Patreon members feedback, when I'm making videos, I'm not producing. I'm not advancing in my artist thing, in my music, and that's something I don't really like. But in the end, at least I'm involved in the scene, you know. For example, when I'm giving feedback to my Patreon members, my ears get trained. When I'm creating playlists, I kind of know how it's going the scene, or where towards what is going, what genre, you know. When I'm doing videos, well, yeah, sometimes challenge me and so, but maybe in that case doesn't really help me improve my quality and so. But at least I'm inside the scene, you know. Bad Bunny trabajaba de cajero en un supermercado y en sus tiempos libres hacía música. La mayoría. But if you think that this is not a business, you're not gonna get anywhere. That's it, true. This is a business. Music is a business. And making music is a business. If you don't think it as a business, you're not gonna get anywhere. If you're the person like, no, I just make this for the love of music, for art and so, and blah, 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 you're not gonna get anywhere. All the people that say this never got anywhere. The big artists, all of them never said this. They make it because they love it, of course, 100%. But they treat it as a business. And they think as a business, like, okay, I have this song, but I'm not gonna release it yet because first I want to release this collab with this person, so I'm gonna get bigger and then I release this one. This is the way of thinking to really get into the game, you know? If you don't think like this, you're not gonna get anywhere. It doesn't matter if you make electronic music, if you make pop, if you make rap, if you make rock, doesn't matter. You need to treat it as a business. La música hay que hacerla porque te gusta, independientemente del éxito que se tenga. Sí, claro, obviamente. Si no te gusta, no lo vas a hacer, ¿vale? Si solo lo haces para ser famoso, no lo vas a hacer, porque te vas a cansar antes, porque no vas a tener la calidad suficiente. Pero si quieres éxito, tienes que tratarlo así. Videos help you understand what kind of music work. Wow, maybe. Guys, do you want me to play an AD? Like a present to you? Like a last livestream present? It's a bit sad for me, to be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna stop making music, I'm not gonna stop making videos, I'm not gonna stop making reels, I'm not gonna stop talking with you. But, you know, it's been 5 years and making live streams every week. So in the past it wasn't, it's been basically always once a week. Just, there was a moment when I started on Twitch that it was making 2 a week. That was crazy. But yeah, it's like, I like to talk with you, I like being here with you, that you ask me things, that I tell you things. So for me, now it's kind of sad, you know. Last live stream on Wednesday, when I ended the live stream, I knew it still was going to do this one, but I felt a bit sad. Like, I said, I'm still gonna make videos, I'm still gonna talk with you. You can ask me anything on Instagram and so, and I always reply, so I still gonna have the connection with you. But it's different, I know. But they need to try to focus more on the music and try to grow more as an artist. The problem I have is that a lot of people know me for the videos. Actually, for example, in the last AD, I got a lot of people that was like, yeah, you are the one from the videos. And it's like, I don't want to be the guy from the videos. I don't want to be that person that makes videos. I want to be that person that makes this music, you know? So I need to focus more on the artist thing. And for example, I need to more focus on the music and not like tutorials. I don't know if you understand what I mean, you know. So that's something I need to focus more. And live streams, even if you think it's not that much, they take a lot of time. For example, I start them at 4 p.m. in Spain, okay? Usually at 3 p.m. Well, I have lunch at 2, do the dishes, you know. At 3, usually start preparing everything, like the lights, the camera, all of this. And at 4 p.m. I start the live stream until 6:30, and then put everything back. I ended at 7, so from 3 to 7, that's 4 hours. Even if the live stream is like 2, that's 4 hours basically. And then sometimes I don't do anything else because mentally I'm destroyed. So let's say I lose 5 hours every week, you know. So hot. So I want to focus more on this, on music. A mí me harán falta tus streams. Oh, no me digas eso. I sent you my track on Root Note and they said my release will come on June 13. Nice. But June 13, yeah, if you don't pay you cannot say it's Friday, okay. ¿Qué es lo más anecdótico que te haya pasado en estos streams? Posiblemente pues entrevistar a gente como Martin Borberg. Actually, I don't know if you know this, I made an interview with Martin Borberg, you know, here in a live stream, and then because of this I went to the ED in 2022, and he posted something on Instagram like, there's one guy called Misha Jacobi. He's a studio maker. He made the studios of a lot of big DJs and producers. And he was presenting a new desk where you don't need acoustic treatment. It's crazy. So I said, well, that's super interesting, blah, blah. And he told me, you can sign up to go and test it, you know? I said, okay. So I had I don't remember, let's say at 5 p.m. I had my time. So at 4 or something like this, they call me. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not yet my time. And they told me, yeah, but there's one person here that is waiting for you. And I was like, who the fuck is waiting for me? It was Martin that was waiting for me because he wanted to talk with me. So I was chatting with him, and for me that was like, man, this is the creator of really big EDM anthems, you know, ghost produced, but really big ones. And let me show you the sphere. This isn't there a bigger picture? Okay, this is the sphere. Okay, it's a desk. It's a desk, normal desk. Are you watching this? Yeah, a normal desk. But the thing here, like this is the Federal Grand logo. He has this. The thing, and it's crazy. And at that moment, there was people, when I made the video, that was telling me that it was impossible, that was against physics, blah, blah. If you don't test it, shut up, okay? It's called the sphere because when you see it here, okay, when you see it right here, okay, it creates like a sphere around you of sound, okay, and is a perfect balanced sound. The frequency response is perfect where he is right now, okay. The sound is like it goes, you are here, the sound goes directly to you, but also goes from behind, like surrounding you like this, and at the same time through below, you know. So at the back of you they have different phase, so they cancel each other at the back. So it's like creating a sphere, you know. So I remember being there. The sound was crazy good, really loud, but really loud, and people was 1 meter from me having a normal conversation like I'm talking right now, and the sound was super loud. Why? Because it was cancelling. I mean, 1 meter, I mean, it was something like 1 meter straight behind was like 30 dBs less, and every meter was like 30 dBs less or something like this. Actually, it had a wall, but that wall has like a column, and it was like something like this, you know, extremely bad for acoustics. In front of me, all windows. It was in a kitchen full of dishes and shit, you know, metal things, and so the sound was crazy good, you know. And this is because I interviewed Martin Borbeck and I went there. But I remember people telling me, no, that's impossible, blah blah. In the sphere of Las Vegas, actually, depending on where you see it, depends on what they do, you know. But for example, you see it here because you are Spanish, so the sound that comes to you is in Spanish, but you see it right there, and the sound that gets to you is in French, and they use kind of these same things, you know. But of course, I understand that if you know the physics of sound, it's like impossible, but it was possible. It was crazy. Like being here, and you can have a normal conversation, and you hear, and it's extremely loud. But also, it was a system of speakers that didn't damage your ears, you know, because it was usually the speakers, like the pressure gets into your ear, and that pressure is in your ear, kind of. They explain. I'm not an engineer like this, but they explain something like this. But in that system, the pressure wasn't in your ears, so you could play it really loud. And actually, I don't know if it was Fede Legrand or who that had the sphere in the garage with the common garage door, you know, that vibrates a lot. Was making music there because the sound was perfect. It's crazy, but it cost like 30,000-40,000. Should I post on my Instagram like 3 pictures? One myself, 2 album pictures, and third one with visualizer? Yeah, that's good. I will put you, visualizer, video, and the picture. Because when you upload the carousel, for example, I see it and I don't like it, I don't interact with it. Next time I come to Instagram, probably it's going to show me the second one. Okay? If I don't interact, maybe it's going to show me the third. But maybe not, so the second can be more attractive if it's the video. Qué locura, era una barbaridad. O sea, era magia pura, magia negra. It was black magic. So what, guys, what do you want to do? You want to keep like Q&A? Do you want me to show you something? To give you some tips about something? What do you want to do? Don't feel what you felt. Let me see how the song is going. 2,300. Yes, baby. Come on, guys. You need to drag more in the chat. Please. Otherwise, this live stream is going to be so boring. I start getting no ideas. Your thoughts on AI music? I actually answered that at the beginning, man. But I'm not against it. Not at all. I think it can help a lot to producers, and if people make music with that and release it, I don't care. The problem is, I use free trial visualizer, so I have watermarks on my song. Man, just go. There are websites that don't have watermarks, but also you can download Adobe After Effects, download some templates, and use those templates. Or just get, for example, lately I don't use visualizer like Trap Nation and so. I just make lyric videos, or I use stock videos that I combine to make a video. For example, check the System Overload video clip. System Overload. Wildcrow. Oh, 10,000. Wait. Look what they did here. No visualizers.
Overload occurring.
Just
All
use
the
the videos
information is getting
and
lost.
apply these effects. Like
Emergency
VHS
backup
effects,
initiating.
thing.
Wait.
Well, and
what
this
the
is
fuck
AI.
going-
Of course, this is AI. I generated the image first, and then I generated the video. then the vocal is from the song, you know. I just took videos that I thought was kind of in the mood and just did this.
We need to shut down the system. This is not working well. Restarting in 3, 2, 1. Initiating the system. Please get fucking wild.
And with OCD, I think I did something similar.
Obsessive compulsive disorder. Unwanted
another
thoughts
person.
and fears known as obsessions.
Same vocal.
They lead you to do repetitive
Or
behaviors.
same singer, we
And
would
they
say.
get in the way of daily. Keys, wallet, phone, ready. Keys, wallet, phone, ready. Keys, wallet, phone, ready. Keys, wallet, phone, ready.
And just like this, I don't have watermarks, you know. I use free stock videos. I release 3 songs with watermarks. It doesn't look professional, you know. I don't know if you already said it, but where do you pick the video fragments? I use different free stock websites. There are several online. If you put free stock video, you're gonna find a lot. You can check on customer. I mean, if you have a watermark, I mean, it can be really good, but if you have a watermark, doesn't look professional. I mean, you need to look as professional as possible always. Kind of even faking professionality. You know, for example, there's a lot of artists that is like, hey, they perform in a small club of 100 people, and it looks like Tomorrowland. That's really good, because that's what really gonna make that artist look like he's really big, even if he's performing for 50 people, you know. Well, you said the last live. I said at the beginning I was going to say it 1,000 times, because the last live stream I'm going to do, at least until September. I want to focus more on music, maybe on making videos, but especially on my music and my artist thing. So yeah, it's the last live stream, and actually it's coming to the end. It's been 5 years doing live streams. I remember, maybe this motivates you something. Remember when I started uploading videos on YouTube? I uploaded them always on Sundays. So sometimes on Sundays I was with friends, and so I used to upload them at 8 p.m. at the beginning. Then I changed it to 4 p.m. So sometimes when I was with friends taking a beer or so, I came back home to promote the video when it gets out, like uploading it to the socials, maybe talking with you in the chat and so, and then I came back to where I was, you know. People was like, no, but why do you do this? Do you really need to do this? Blah, blah, blah. Why one video every week? Blah, blah. Look where I am now, you know. I mean, sometimes you need to take the effort to do something. People is gonna say shit about it always. I mean, even when you start making music, when I started making music, I didn't tell anyone. My friends didn't know I made music. Not even my best friend knew that I was making music until 5 years later, 6 years later, because I didn't want anyone to know it, because I knew they was going to say, stop doing this. Nah, you're not gonna get anywhere. Blah blah. For example, my parents told me, of course, no, but why do you want to stop studying and go for this? What are you gonna get? What can you get with that, you know? And for example, I remember saying the example of Martin Garrix. I know it's not something that happens to everybody, being Martin Garrix, just to him. But my dad told me, and later what he's gonna do? Make a label. And it's like, if he makes a label, it's just because he wants to. I mean, he doesn't need to. He's millionaire, you know? He doesn't need to make a label. And if he makes a label, what? Labels are super worth it if they are quite big, you know? More producing YouTube videos would be nice. I have a lot and I didn't stop making YouTube videos. On my friends now I'm producing. That's good. Curioso y irónico que muchas veces las personas que conoces haciendo lo que amas son las que más te apoyan y quienes deberían darte apoyo emocional no. No sé, conoces haciendo lo que... por un lado sí. In general, everything that you're not gonna make that is outside the normal, people is gonna make you think that you're gonna fail. They're gonna tell you that you're gonna fail, you know? That it's not gonna be that good. No, you're gonna forget about this. Especially with art. It doesn't matter if it's pictures, making videos, being a producer, being a singer. People in general is gonna tell you that that's not gonna happen because that's so difficult, blah blah. And it's like, if you don't follow your dreams, it's not my fault. If you want to do this and you don't do it because you are afraid of it, it's not my fault. Don't tell me bullshit just because you didn't do it, because you didn't follow what you wanted to do, you know? So there was a moment that I said, okay, I want to do this. I want to try to do this. I don't want to be a grandpa who is 70 years old and say, what if I tried, you know? What could have happened? So at one moment I decided that I prefer to try it and fail than not trying it. Because if I try and fail, I know I failed. And then I can do another thing. But what if I don't fail? You know? But if you don't try, you're gonna regret for the rest of your life. That's the thing. And people are gonna say it's bullshit. A lot of people in my I live in a small town. When I was younger, I already liked the DJ thing and so people started laughing at me, like saying bullshit. Like, I remember going to a small festival, and somebody said, "Are you DJing tonight?" And everybody, and it's like, I wish, but I'm not. But what happens? What's funny, you know? I don't get it how DJs make their own labels. Actually, I'm realizing, especially with melodic techno, everybody has his own label. I mean, I didn't do it like this because I don't think it's necessary. And for example, with other genres, it doesn't happen like this. But for example, today I realized, and Jemmy, I don't know if you remember Jemmy, he made a new label called Enigma, but he's releasing his music there, but not accepting music from other people. Sick Individuals have also a label, new music. I don't know how what's the name. Only they are releasing that label, so it's not really a label. It's just to have a label where you release your music. Maybe it looks more professional, but it's like, no, I have a label that supports me, that is actually you. But it makes no sense to me. So when I release my music, the label is Wildcrow. Why do I need a fake label? Because actually it's a fake label because nobody else can be there, and so why do I need that to release my music? Maybe in the past, but nowadays. Can you tell me a new track? No, I'm not doing feedback. Guys, if you want feedback from now on, the only way you're gonna get feedback is if you're a Patreon member. I don't have time for more. You're gonna get a lot more things apart from feedback. The feedback is gonna be way more detailed. You're gonna get sample packs, exclusive tips, and all of this. I don't get it. How they just make where I can work with other people. What do you mean? Do you have any tips on getting collaborations? First, don't go to an artist and say, "Hey, do you want to collab?" No. Second, ask people that you know is kind of at your level. Of course, always try to go one step higher than you. But for example, I'm not gonna ask Martin Garrix to collab with me. Okay? And I received, and I'm not saying I'm Martin Garrix or I'm super big, but I received a lot of people asking me for collab. I mean, it's people that maybe have one song released. They started 3 months ago, and the quality, of course, is extremely bad because they just started. Don't be that kind of person. Don't be that kind of person. Ask people that is similar to you, that similar level of you, maybe a little bit bigger than you. And if you have a really good idea and you know you already have the good quality and you know that sounds good, maybe try way bigger than you. And it just, hey, I have this idea, I would like to know your opinion. Do you want to collab on it? Or maybe first, I would like to know your opinion. And if they reply and they like it, they say, hey, I don't know how to continue with this. Do you want to work on it? Yeah, I was going to make a new label. I don't know, is what I'm saying. I don't know if he's going to release music from other people. For example, Severman made a label and he's releasing music from other people. And I don't know if Osgun is going to make it like this or just release his own music. If you release your own music, I think it's useless to make a label. If you only release there. If you are the only one releasing there. Just release it. You don't need that label. So just some platform for what? For collabing? Or for what? For collabing, I don't know. I think there were some, but just Google, guys. There's a lot of people that ask me things, and it's like, if you Google, if you spend 5 seconds Googling, you will find it. And you don't need to ask anybody, you know? I'm gonna put EDM collab, or for example, with ChatGPT. EDM collab website. There's people asking on Reddit. I think on Lander you can collab. Yes, on Lander you can collab. Connect with all creators. Share in chat. Y tú puedes encontrar a las personas que postean su música como tú y yo. Bumper. I remember that one. Guys, do you want any last thing to talk about? Because the last stream is ending. I'm not gonna give any shout out. Using a question, but thanks a lot for the helpful videos and insight you give me. Thank you so much, man. The videos are gonna keep, I'm not gonna stop making videos. Don't worry for that. Actually, this Sunday, tomorrow, I'm uploading a video and it's how to make melodic techno. Actually, it's how I made Favorito. That came out yesterday. But I think it's a pretty good video and you're gonna learn a lot of things. I explain a lot of things in that one. One DJ producer from Greece asked me for collab. If you like the idea, go for it. Videos are very helpful. Thank you. To be honest, I think I know there are videos, there are better videos than others, of course, but I think I have a lot of videos that should have 10 times more views. For example, 2 weeks ago, I uploaded 2 or 3 weeks ago, I uploaded 25 tips, 25 production tips that I think it has like 4K. That video should have like 40,000. No joke. I mean, to be honest, as a perspective of not thinking like, no, it's my video, it needs to be big, it needs to be good, blah blah. No, I never thought a thing like this. Actually, I'm super critical with me. But as an artist, as a producer, I think that video is super useful. Super useful. Really good tips, not basic tips, but also, like, well, yeah, a bit of everything, like basic, but really advanced, really secret tips that people don't tell you. And I think it's really useful. But it doesn't get big. is what it is. Learn many things, an excellent quality video. Thank you so much. I don't care if they got 40,000, you better. Yeah, but of course I want the streams. I want those views. I want my views to get big. In the end, most of my, let's say, business depends on the views of the videos. The more views, the more people know me. The more people know me, more people can ask me to maybe produce for them or mix the songs or things like this, you know. Top things about whatever used to go well. ¿Qué quieres decir? No te entiendo. Give me a second, I'm gonna... Wait, modo studio. I got to go, thank you for everything. Thanks to you, Jaximo. Vídeo de top cosas sobre algo, suele llamar la atención, sorry my English. Sí, pero por ejemplo hice eso, 25 tips y no ha destacado tampoco excesivamente. Do you know any music video that doesn't have watermarks? If you make yourself if you wanted to go with the rhythm of the song and so, make it yourself on After Effects. So guys, I think it's time. I think it's time to stop the live stream, to end the last live stream. First I want to say that I don't know if I'm gonna come back on September. I totally don't know. If you just follow me on Instagram and so, I'm gonna keep making videos and so, and you will know if I make a live stream. Maybe on summer I make one live stream if I need to produce something. Maybe DJ live stream if I want to DJ, you know, something like this. But it's not gonna be regular at all. It's not gonna be one every week. 99% sure that if I make any live stream, it's not gonna be feedback. Okay. But yeah, everything is gonna keep. Apart from the live streams, the videos, the chat with you, the songs, the content, everything is gonna keep. It's gonna stay the same. Just the live streams are ending, at least for now. But yeah, I want to say thank you to all of you for being here every single week with me, talking, you know, supporting with likes on YouTube, subscriptions on Twitch, maybe donating, or just being here, sending your music, making it more funny, more entertaining, you know. I feel sad. I kind of feel sad because it's like something is ending, you know, and it's been like 5 years non-stop, so kind of feel sad. Yeah, sometimes I need to stop. I need to stop for other reasons that I cannot say, but also I need to stop especially because I want to focus more on music, and I think it's the moment. I think I'm starting to get a good sound, a good quality, and so that, for example, that's why Major Lazer like my remix, Harwood like my remix. So I kind of need to focus on that. I kind of need to get big in that way. So live streams take a lot of time, and I prefer to spend that time doing other things. Gracias a ti por los feedback y compartir conocimiento con nosotros. Feedback realmente me han ayudado. Muchas gracias a ti, Josben, por estar aquí siempre. De verdad, muchas gracias. Thanks for everything, man, and good luck. Thank you so much to all of you guys, to be honest. I mean, I feel sad. Feels like, yeah, like ending something, you know? But actually it's what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep the videos, I'm gonna keep talking with you, I'm gonna keep the chats, I'm gonna keep the Instagram channel, I'm gonna keep the content, I'm gonna keep the music. So it's not really an ending. It's just that I'm not gonna do weekly live streams. From where are you? I'm from Spain. So yeah, I hope you learn things in the live streams, giving feedback to your tracks, giving feedback to other people, giving production tips, doing the production live streams. Today, for example, I talk about promotion, about a lot of things that I think can help a lot. Things that I would love to listen when I started or when I was a bit smaller than I am. I learned everything because of you. So yeah, just I hope these live streams help you. And anyway, I'm gonna keep making the videos that I think can help even more. No, it's not that talking like this, you know, but I think videos can help a lot more than actually the live streams. Actually, tomorrow a new video that is how I made a favorito. I highly recommend you go and watch that video, even if you don't really like the genre, you're not planning to do the genre. I explain a lot of things that are production related, no matter the genre. So I highly recommend you going and checking it. Okay. So nothing else. Thank you so much for all these years making live streams. As I said, maybe I come back in September. Maybe I do a live stream in the middle of summer, but it's not gonna be one every week. That's for sure. Can we sometimes DM for something? Always. And if you want a lot more, extremely detailed feedback, like 1 page of feedback of every song that you make and so, several times a month, you can become Patreon members and you're gonna get almost 40 packs, including sample packs of my songs, sound banks, like sound bank volume 1, an exclusive sound bank, FOPs. You get stems of my songs so you can compare with your own songs. This way you know if the quality is good or not. Exclusive tips, all of that. Become a Patreon member. I think it's, for the price that it is really worth it, especially if you become now. You get a lot more things than being in the first month, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for everything. Keep in touch with you in Instagram and the channel and all of this. If you have any questions, always you can ask. And remember to keep watching my videos. And to end the live stream, I cannot end the live stream without a better song than this one. Okay, but thank you so much and see you next time. Wait. Goodbye, guys. Bye. Wait. Okay, now. See you. Goodbye. Adiós.